Hello and welcome to the Racing Series Formula 1 Netherlands Grand Prix. We're here in Zandvoort, Netherlands for round 11 of season 12. The Netherlands Grand Prix held at the historic Zandvoort circuit, which came back in 2021, is famed for its challenging layout and passionate fans. This 2.6 mile track is made up of 14 corners, including the iconic banked turns, offering a unique test for drivers. The drivers will be racing on the C3, C2 and C1 tires, with the C3s being the softest and the C1s the hardest. I'm your head commentator for Division 1 Corks, and you join me in the pit lane. Now I'm just quickly gonna set up my track. There we go. Yeah. Now, last race at Brazil, Sam got pole position. He is now in P3, standing by. In the end, Drastic Blaze won with 0.02 of a second crossing the line, which made him win his third driver title in a row. So that is just bonkers to me. And I just wanted to congratulate him again. Now, I saw someone briefly on the inters. It looks a bit cloudy, so this could be interesting. My game is dropping a few frames though. I'll keep an eye on that. Let's run you through the drivers of tonight. So as I said, our world champion of this season, Drastic Blaze in the Williams, then Muddy Biscuits in the Alpine, Sam in the other Williams. I'm gonna get Saint or Sante. I'm gonna go with Sante. He is a reserve in the Haas. And then Gecko, the other reserve for tonight, in the Red Bull. Then VRC Dan in the RB. Invade in the Mercedes. Matty in the McLaren. Alex Norris in the Haas. Scar Borga in the Kicksauber. Crazy Fish in the other RB. And Quirky Turtle in the Ferrari. Now, I believe Drastic is the first who is going to set a lap, so let's go on board with him. Oh, I don't know what he's back down. He's made a bit of a mistake coming out of turning 9 there. So then we go on board with VRC Dan. Now coming into the arena. And through really the last corner, because this last corner is just flat out. Using all of his battery up to the line. What will the benchmark be? It's a 109.485, and Sam immediately goes over it with a 108.985, but then Alex Norris goes over it with a 108.960. A very competitive time. Scar Borga in P3 with a 109.0, and then quite a big of a gap to Invade in P4 with a 9.4, as Gecko goes P1 with a 8.7, a whole 2 tenths faster than Alex Norris. Oh, and he has Saint Sante has retired on track and left the session. Let me see if I can get him back, but I don't know if he's friended me yet. Yes, he has. As a Drastic Blaze getting a bit of a slipstream from his teammate here. This is lovely to see. As it goes P2 with a 108.913. Then Scarborga going for another run on the same set of softs. Crazy Fish coming into the pits, as is Gecko. And the Alpine behind them of Melly Biscuit starting his lap now, so let's stay on board with him into turn 1 Tarzan corner, then through turn 2, and then turn 3. I believe it's 18 degrees banked there, and then up the hill and quick right into Skyblock. Yeah, it's really looking cloudy up there. Oh, riding the curb too much. Taking out the 50-meter board. And that's not going to be a good lap for Melly Biscuit. Let's see. Scar coming up to the line. Hugging. Oh, no, he's going into the pits. I wanted to say he was going to hug the wall. And Jurassic Blaze coming into the pits, so is Sen, his teammate. And then we have Kruggy Turtle out on track. Oh, and he invalidated his lap time at turn 10. No, 11. And let's go on board with Alex Norris on an outlap now. But I'm seeing a VRC Dan. He will be the first to start his next lap. Turn 13 and then the long turn 14. The car really bouncing there. But that is normal to see on this game. Into turn 1. And then through turn 2. Down into turn 3. Really hugging the inside. And then bit down and then up the hill. Into Skyblock. Keeping it nice and tidy. Touches the curb slightly, but not too much. Then through turn 10 already. Zandvoort is just corner after corner. If you get one corner wrong in the middle sector, it just completely ruins your lap. Coming out of turn 12 now. And then into turn 13. He might get a little bit of slipstream from the kick salver in front of him. Although I doubt it. Hugging at the inside line. What can VRC Dan do here? He goes up to P6. That's a 1 place improvement. What can Alex Norris do? Is only a few hundreds up. He goes to P2. And then invade next to cross the line. Nope, and he goes into the pits. Then those guys are still on an outlap. What can that Gecko do? Oh, he's just starting his lap now. Melly Biscuit is 2, I believe, and then as it is raining. Wow, I was either really blind or it just started to rain. This can be very interesting. Matty down in P12. He has oh, he's facing the wrong way. Coming out of turn 13. Is he stuck? Matty, if you listen... Oh, no, he's not stuck. He was just waiting. Let's see who's next across the track. Gecko has aborted his lap. What has Melly Biscuit done? He's also aborted his lap, or at least not using any ERS. 7-2. As Matty has also retired, so that is Well, that's Q1. Or is it just short qualifying because only with 13? Ah, okay. Sante's Wi-Fi is down, so that's the reason why he was out. And I don't expect anybody to set any more lap times. Which, unless we go on, everybody retires. I'm just looking up the rules on the website. Since when does the website have AI? Well, here we have it. I don't know if it's our... Yeah, it was short qualifying. Okay, so this is our grid. Gecko is in P1, Alex Norris P2, Jurassic Blaze P3, Sem P4, Scarborga P5, VRC Dan P6, Invade P7, Cricket Turtle P8, Crazy Fish P9, Money Biscuit P10, and outside of the top 10 are Sante and Matty. Matty not setting a lap time in this short qualifying. So we're already gonna go on to the race. Now, if you need to go to the loo, grab a drink. We're gonna be readying up in 4 minutes at 21. So I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be back soon. I'm back. So whilst we're waiting, let me quickly do this. This is the season calendar. We're now at round 11, bottom right. So next round is Bahrain, the final round. Even though we already have the top step of the World Championship settled, there is still a lot to be settled in the Driver World Championship, or the Driver Championship, and of course also in the Constructors Championship. Of course, unfortunately, the website won't work for me, so I don't have a championship update. Yeah, next round Bahrain will be 100% race as well, so that'll be interesting. I hope we have a full grid, because talking about 10 people for, what is it, 56 laps or so? Let's hope not. And then let's take a quick look at what the tires are. Nobody opting for hards at the moment. I find it interesting to see softs. I know that soft hard is possible here. But maybe you can do soft medium. Oh, Alex Norris just switching to medium as well. Still have about 1 more minute till we're going. And Muddy Biscuit also switching to the medium. Invade, I believe, to Cricket Turtle as well. Now we should be going any moment. So as I see Gecko going through the softs and Matty on the medium. Now we are on our formation lap. Just quickly setting those to the tires. So P1, P9 and P11 are on softs. The rest is on mediums. So I'm gonna run you through the grid one more time. In P12 we have Matty for the McLaren. In P11 we have Sante as a reserve driver for the Haas. In P10 we have Muddy Biscuit for the Alpine. In P9 we have Crazy Fish for the RB. Wow, that took a long time. In P8 we have Cricket Turtle for the Ferrari. In P7 we have Invade for the Mercedes. In P6 we have VRC Dan in the other RB. In P5 we have Scarborga in the Kicksauber. In P4 we have Sem in the Williams. In P3 our driver champion Jurassic Blaze in the other Williams. In P2 Alex Norris in the other Haas. And in P1 Gecko as a reserve for the Red Bull. As we're just coming up to the final sector, going through the arena now. Now the softs at the front, I think Gecko is gonna run away for the first few laps if he gets a good start, that is. As there we see the possible race strategy, so the game is convinced a soft to medium is doable. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Of course we don't have a good camera angle. As here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Dutch Grand Prix of Division 1. Gecko gets a very good start on his softs. Everybody going side by side into turn 1. Oh, thanks camera. There we go. Keeping it civilized, everybody. It's nice to see. And not a lot of position changes. Crazy Fish up 1. That's easy to spot because of the softs. Let's take a look. So Invade and Crazy Fish up 1 and VRC Dan and Cricket Turtle down 1. Scarborga sliding a little bit going through turn 8 and 9. Yeah, not much happening. Which of course is to be expected for Zandvoort. It's a technical circuit, but also a very close circuit. It's basically a Monaco without walls, so overtaking is very hard here. As Gecko has almost pulled the 1 second gap as teammates swap positions here, Crazy Fish and VRC Dan. DRS is now enabled. And I think Gecko is going to pull the 1 second gap here. It's very close, but now going through sector 2, Gecko is just gonna have such a big tire advantage. Oh! Alex almost losing it as Invade tumbling down the order might have gone wide coming out of turn 8. Of course, that curb is... yeah. Once you get on the curb, there's no calling off the curb. Gecko now has pulled the 1 second gap to Alex Norris. So he'll be trying to make that gap as big as possible to make his tire strategy work. Crazy Fish also making good work from his tires. And the Crooked Turtle also 1 second behind VRC Dan. It's already 2 groups forming. And I have a feeling Sante is still in AI. Yeah, he had Wi-Fi problems. Well, it's definitely close here. Drastic is on the butt of Alex Norris. And this pack is also very close together. Let's get back up to the front because Drastic Blaze just made the move for P2. And Muddy Biscuit making the move for P8. But Crooked Turtle on the inside. Can Crooked Turtle try and stick it there? It's not able to. Now side by side with Invade here. This is really close. And now going side by side into sector 2. That's gonna cost you a lot of time. Okay. Invade wanting to cover the inside line, but now getting pushed wide a bit by Crooked Turtle. And Muddy Biscuit just waving goodbye to them. Gecko just pulled the 2 second gap. Let's see if Alex Norris can do anything. He does with the DRS. DRS here is, well, yeah, overpowered. Not so much in the second straight. On the second straight, it doesn't do, well, it doesn't do anything. But on the start-finish straight, it really helps. And Crooked Turtle and Invade still very close together. Oh, Crooked Turtle riding the curb coming out of turn 8. Oh, now Sante's AI just keeping behind for now. Now there's a second gap between them too. Let's see if Drastic Blaze will strike back with that DRS. I mean, it just looks like they're working together to try and make the gap to Gecko as small as possible. Which is a very good strategy. Now I know for a fact that Williams is on their way to secure another constructor title here. And as they did last week. Last week they had a 1-2. If they can copy that today, it might already be in the bag, the constructors title for them, but I don't know. Now the gap at the front is has closed by half second. Gecko really starting to hurt on the softs. And I don't think Alex is gonna try and pull a move here. They're all just spread out a bit too much. And now I'm interested to see, will the gap grow or shrink through this middle sector? Oh, Jurassic Blaze making a little mistake there. And further down the field, VRC Dan overtaking his teammate who is on the softs. So this could really mean that the softs are starting to hurt. But if Jurassic Blaze makes another mistake like that, it won't really matter. Alex Norris may be thinking now that he just wants to get past. Really showing it with the DRS. Should be enough. Jurassic shouldn't really be finding this. Good evening, Desbro. How are you doing? Further down the field, Cricket Turtle and Invade are back together, side by side. Now going into turn 2 and then turn 3. And Matty also catching up with the AI of Sante here. Yeah, softs are really starting to hurt now. But at the front, they just can't seem to get a grip on those mediums. Whoa. You gotta watch out, Matty. Now I'm back up to the front. RBs have created quite a gap between each other. And Gecko still on the 2-second gap. Invading Cricket Turtle swapping positions. Oh, Cricket Turtle really going in deep. Matty still not able to overtake Santa here. Although you can definitely tell that Matty is faster. And Drastic really close on the back of Alex Norris. Although that gap is... I was expecting it to go down more. The gap between P1 and P2. As there goes Drastic now. With a bit more ERS than Alex Norris here. Really playing the long game with each other. As again Invading Cricket Turtle battling this. Oh, I hope this doesn't go on the entire race. Although maybe I do, because then we have something to look at. Oh. These guys are really on each other. Oh, Cricket Turtle losing the rear of his car a bit. And now Invade is getting by on the straight in the middle of the track. Oh well, the second DRS straight. Oh, Gecko goes into the pits, but he gets a 10-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. And he goes on to another set of softs. That's interesting. So, soft medium is really not the play here, but maybe soft medium is. So now our leader for now is Jurassic Blaze. But of course these guys all have to make a pit stop. I don't think they're gonna be stressing to pit anytime soon. And let's go back to Gecko because he's gonna join the fight here. Oh, Invade going wide coming out of turn 8. Losing 2 positions. So Gecko just has to worry about one now. On these fresh set of softs, this is gonna be easy peasy. Going into turn 11. Whoa. Ooh, touching the gravel on the inside a little bit, but doesn't really matter as Matty has gotten in front of Sanjay. VRC Dan now also in the pits on his mediums earlier than his teammate on the softs, and he goes to the hards. So he's convinced a medium hard is the best strategy. Yes, Desbro. I can only imagine. I would be fuming too, especially at myself. But and a safety car doesn't seem likely to me because we're only with 12. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really seen Gecko race before, maybe earlier this season. But yeah, let's hope not. As I thought one of the Williams was going into the pits there. As further down back, Gecko gets in front of Crazy Fish. Crazy Fish is in the pits now. And Invade also getting a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Invade going onto the hards, Crazy Fish onto the medium, so that is soft medium. Crazy Fish might be doing a soft medium soft then. As the Gecko is now catched up to Muddy Biscuits. Can't really do anything through this middle sector, although Muddy Biscuit really defending the inside line through turn 9. And Gecko's just able to go around the outside. Getting the inside line for turn 10 then and just getting past. I think Muddy Biscuit also realizes that it might not be his battle to fight, as let's get back up to the front. Jurassic Blaze overtaking Alex Norris. Now going into turn 1. And now Gecko just has a long time to catch up to Scarborough, but I don't think he will before these guys will make a pit stop. I will be interested to see where they're gonna go to, as Matty is pitting. Because I'm seeing guys go from medium to hard, but Gecko went from soft to soft. So maybe the top 4 will do a medium soft soft. I really don't know. Maybe they're doing a medium hard, maybe just a medium soft. I don't know. Maybe a medium soft. It's all on the table here. As Alex Norris is in the pits. Now what will he go to? That is the ultimate question. He goes on to the hards. So just doing 6 laps longer on the hards than on the mediums. That's not that big of a difference. And of course the hards are slower on this track. That's definitely true. So cold tires kicking in there for Alex Norris. And now these guys will have to react. But of course Jurassic Blaze will be the first Williams, I'm guessing, to come into the pits. No, they're both staying out. What will Scar do? He stays out too. So they're not at all in agreement with Alex Norris on the strategy. Wow. Don't come me. Oh, Cricket Turtle gets that 10-second time penalty, and he goes on to the softs. So he's doing medium soft. Soft has to be, because you're not gonna do 20 laps on these soft tires. And now this I like. The tires are all over the place. Top 3 are really close together here. As the 7 goes for the provisional lead, or let's just call it lead. And Gecko has already catched up with 3 seconds now in 3 or 4 laps, so that's really good of him. Invade and Cricket Turtle keeping it civil for now, as Cricket Turtle goes very deep into turn 1. And the top 3 are still very close together as well. Although Sem is pushing a lot, so might it be his time for the pit stop? No, still staying out. Are the top 3 actually going to do a medium soft? That'd be very optimistic. And I have a feeling that Muddy Biscuit is following them as well, as he hasn't pitted either on his mediums. But we saw how bad the softs were. I mean, yeah, Sante's AI now pitting as well after doing 16 laps on those softs. So, I'm guessing these guys are gonna pit on lap 24. That will be my guess. So then they have to do 12 laps on the softs. That seems reasonable to me. But the field is really spread out now. Alex Norris just catching Muddy Biscuit here. And taking the inside line with the help of DRS gets past Muddy Biscuit before turn 1. Top 2 very close together. Drastic not letting a gap form at all. Now into turn 9. Five more laps. Although I am going to keep an eye on them. As Sam going off the racing line to lap by his teammate. And Sam immediately dropping a 6.5 gap, which is pretty common. I've seen it in the last few races now. If Sam is in front of Drastic, Drastic is just on the gearbox of Sam. But if Drastic is in front, Sam likes to leave a bit of a gap. And I have no idea if it has something to do with dirty air. Oh, Drastic struggling a bit coming out of turn 10. And Sam back in front. Scarborga just sitting behind. And they switch again. Ooh, are they? No. Sam is on 52%, Drastic on 73%. Not much happening at the moment, just these two guys swapping positions every now and so. Uh-oh. Gecko, what do you do? Gecko off at turn 8, and that caused yellow flag. So he was stationary for a little bit. The gap is down to 9 seconds. I believe it was about 6 seconds or something. With that 10-second time penalty is already very hurting, so... I didn't see Quirky get a 10-second time penalty too. As Sam has just gone into the pits and also gets a 10-second time penalty. And he goes on to the softs. Scarborga is into the pits as well. He goes on to the softs too. Alex Norris on his hards now in P2. It's also where he started. Muddy Biscuit gaining 6 positions up till now. And Gecko now losing a bunch. He decided to pit. And Drastic, well, he had to stick out one more lap because his teammate was pitting on the previous lap. But now, coming into the pits. Not speeding. Is it? It's 60 kilometers an hour. And Jurassic goes on to the softs as well. Alex Norris now in the lead with 14 laps to go, including this one. And VR Sedan back up to P5. Muddy Biscuit, well, he's now also into the pits, onto softs as well. And he'll join right beside Gecko and Invade here. And Gecko indeed doing a soft medium. Now I'm just interested to see. Gecko is the only one opting for 2-stop strategy here. Of course he had to serve his 10 seconds as well. As Sam now on the hunt for Alex Norris, but with that 10-second time penalty, he's not going to go far. So really, this is Scarborga's race to win. As he goes a bit sideways into turn 3. Of course, difficult braking zone there. Further back, Muddy Biscuit. I'm guessing he's going to try and get in front of Gecko here, but Gecko has proven to be fast around this track. Although he has only driven the track on soft tires. As Drastic Blaze goes for a move on Scarborga. I think Drastic also noticing that, well, he can win this. Scar 2. Crazy Fish into the pits. Going from a soft to medium to another soft, so he is the second driver to opt for 2-stop strategy. As Gecko and Muddy Biscuit were side by side going into turn 2. Gecko just staying in front, but Muddy Biscuit showing that he is here. Ooh. Gecko sliding a bit. And Sam has now catched up to Norris here. And immediately overtaking, as there are now 10 laps to go of this race. So we are beginning the final chapter. Jurassic still just outside at 1 second. Now he's within. Crazy Fish getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Muddy Biscuit overtaking Gecko. Now this can become interesting because I don't know. Alex Norris will try and fight this. he's got everything right. It's just that he's on the hards compared to softs, but of course those softs will start to drop down as it's 3 wide going into turn 1. Oh, guys. How? No, they're keeping it 3 wide. Oh, into turn 2. Drastic Blaze coming out on top with Sam and Norris still side by side. So evidently the Williams drivers just swap positions, but that was very close. Sam still showing that he is there. And Scar just waiting to pounce, I think. That's at least what I would do. Gecko now back in front of Muddy Biscuit. And Drastic has pulled a 1 second gap to the hard runner behind. And now this is going to become challenging for Sam and Scar here. Sam overtaking Norris. Now Scar trying to do the same. And following Sam through. And the gap is back between a second again. As further down, I'm seeing Matty and Crazy Fish together within a second. Crazy Fish on those new softs. 3 laps newer than the cars in front. And Drastic Blaze really in the ultimate position with that 1 lap fresher tire. In the end, that can really mean the difference. As a Crazy Fish now overtaking Matty. I don't think Matty on those hards is going to be able to do anything. Further down, Cricket Turtle going slowly through turn 14. Now picking up the pace again. Going into the pits. I wouldn't be surprised if he retired. And there you go, the first retirement of the race. Let's hope it's the only one. And Scar really needs to get by Sam here, past Sam here, if he wants a shot at this victory. But of course, Drastic and Sam will try and work together to prevent Scar from overtaking Sam and possibly battling Drastic. And thought for a minute there that Sem was overtaking Drastic, but that's the last thing Drastic wants, I think. It's a shame that these three are the only ones that are close together at the moment. Well, I wished we had a bit more action, but it was only 12 drivers, so. I don't get why DRS is activated in the banking corner. But here goes Sem, past Drastic Blaze. And now my theory is Drastic is now much more vulnerable to Scar. But of course, Sem wants maybe try and create a 10-second gap. He has to do 2 seconds per lap, then that's not gonna be, well, he's not gonna be able to do that. Okay, you are rooting for a lot of people, which we like to see. Matty is still within the points, that's good. Drastic just saving up his ERS. Scar just on slightly more percentage. Ah. Well, that explains it then. This is really just a waiting game at this point. And of course a waiting game where still a lot can go wrong. The main objection now is just gaining in ERS, as Gecko I think has, oh yeah, his rear tires are definitely heated up. Spinning coming out of turn 9. Yeah, I know the problem. And Drastic now putting a bit more of a gap, has gotten back in front of Sem. Gap already 8.5 tenths. I mean, we saw Drastic was on 80% ERS and he decided to use it to try and get numbers 2 and 3 out of the ERS, and it worked. Although Sem is fighting back. Scar really close behind. Still not able to overtake though. Scar just really being stuck in this position because the Williams drivers know how to work together. They know their way around each other. As we finally see some other action, Crazy Fish has caught the back of Invade. Crazy Fish on those fresh shadow softs. And there he goes for the move, really being pushed to the inside wall. But he has gotten in front of Invade here. Now I'm gonna go back up to the front because this could mean everything. The gap up to 7/10 of a second. And we're on the final lap now. I don't think anything is gonna change in this final order. Now that's fun. Drastic, Sem and Borga, all three gaining 2 positions. And of course Sem will lose that 3rd position to his 10-second time penalty. But back to Drastic Blaze coming out of the final corner to finish the Dutch Grand Prix in P1. Scarborga gets bumped up to P2 and Sem finishes in P3. No, he finishes in P4 with Alex being bumped up to P3 onto the podium. VRC Dan coming out of the final corner now to finish his Dutch Grand Prix. As Invade, I wasn't expecting this, but Invade has gone past Crazy Fish. I really thought because of Invade's hards he wasn't going to be able to do that, but he proved me wrong. Is Crazy Fish able to do anything? Oh, he's very close, but not just. He does win the race on penalties though. And, oh, okay, Matty coming across the line now, and we are on board with, I don't know his name anymore. Because I haven't been saying it all race because it was in AI mode. Don't forget we have post-race interviews if the drivers are willing. As there you see the beautiful podium. Oh, I don't even have to scroll down anymore. So that is your final order, finishing order. With just one DNF. And let's hope we get a reaction from the guys about the interview. Sure. Oh, Jesus. My sound just went up dramatically. not seeing anybody up for a interview so far. So we'll just give it a few minutes. Well, that was a long race at Zandvoort. Of course, 36 lap is not nothing. But I think I'm gonna close it off because the guys are not responding, which of course is okay. It's just after the race. Well, that was the Dutch Grand Prix of Division 1. Tomorrow we have Division 2 with hopefully a few more people than 12. Wednesday Division 3 and Thursday Division 4. Next week we have Bahrain for the final round of the season, which will be a 100% race. So just a short qualifying and then a 100% race, which is, I believe, 56 laps or so on Bahrain. So I'm looking forward to seeing a full grid, hopefully, and a fantastic race. But yeah, this was a stream for tonight. See you next